a woman suddenly loses consciousness at an altitude of 11,000 meters and falls from the balloon. Luckily, her body gets caught by the safety rope. Both of her hands are already completely numb. The man traveling with her has also passed out. She hooks her legs around the rope and begins swinging her entire body, slowly building momentum. After several painful attempts, she finally manages to grab the rope connected to the balloon basket and pulls herself back inside. But the danger is far from over. The balloon continues climbing beyond 12,000 meters while the gas release valve becomes completely blocked by ice. With no other choice, the woman begins climbing toward the top of the balloon, using the ropes to pull herself upward. As she climbs, the lack of oxygen repeatedly makes her feel overwhelmingly sleepy. Yet every time she looks down at the unconscious man, she forces herself to keep going. She tightly wraps a rope around her waist and slowly continues upward, and after an exhausting struggle, she finally reaches the top of the balloon. Using every bit of strength she has left, she pushes against the release valve, but the frozen mechanism refuses to move. She grips the rope, steadies herself, and kicks the valve as hard as she can. The impact finally breaks the ice, and the valve begins to open. The woman quickly removes her shoelace and wedges it into the opening so the valve cannot close again. Gas starts escaping, and the balloon finally begins descending. A short while later, the man regains consciousness, but just then the woman realizes that the balloon is dropping far too quickly. She grabs the rope and tries to pull the valve shut. However, she pulls with so much force that the entire valve tears away. Now the balloon begins falling even faster. Desperate to reduce their weight, the two start throwing their belongings overboard one after another. The heaviest thing they have left is the basket itself. He tells the woman to hold onto the rope as tightly as possible and pulls out a knife. One by one, he begins cutting the ropes supporting the basket. The ground is rushing toward them. He cuts the final rope, and the basket breaks free from the balloon. But even after losing the basket, their descent is still dangerously fast. The man is carrying extremely important weather data that he risked his life to collect. The woman begins thinking that, at the very least, he must survive. She even considers sacrificing herself by jumping away. But at that exact moment, the man discovers one final possibility. He tells her to hold the rope firmly while he starts cutting the ropes inside the balloon itself. Suddenly, the remaining air rushes out at incredible speed. The huge balloon collapses around them, spreading out like a massive parachute, and almost instantly their terrifying descent begins to slow down. The two grab each other's hands in relief as the balloon finally drifts toward the forest below. Moments later, they land safely among the trees.